Hey everyone, it's Jason. So welcome to a unboxing for the another set of Monopoly surprise boxes. So if you've watched, I did another video. This is one of the other boxes. This was the Series 1, and it had a bunch of exclusive tokens in there. Go back, check that one out. Yeah, a bunch of different stuff. We had some, let's just slide these guys to the side. But we had little metal greenhouses. We had a bunch of different penny bag tokens. There's like one with a king. This one where he's hitchhiking with his bag. Bunch of different stuff. We got a new train you can use as different tokens. We got like a gold bar. There's a bunch of other different stuff in there. Like a jail token. Plus, we also got metal coins. So, and you can check out the video if you want to see what all the rest were. But there were 6 different boxes. And part of the point of the video I did was to show off what was in all of them so you can actually see. But also was to show on the bottom they had a secret code down here to show that this is box number 4. So that way if you want to know specifically which one you got, because there were different rarities, common, super rare, and ultra rare, you can figure out which one you had. So box number 4 had, you know, like your 4th thing in there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so it had the 20 piece, the 4th one of this set, and so on and so forth. That way you didn't, because they're not truly mystery boxes in that sense, because each box is always going to contain the exact same thing. So if you want to try and collect them all, you're going to want to use these codes. Otherwise, you're going to end up doing like I did and buy 4 boxes that all happen to be the exact same boxes. And when they're, you know, like those ones I think were like $6 a piece, they're expensive. These guys are a little bit more. There's 10 on each side. And this is 25 new tokens. There's nothing in here is an exact duplicate from the previous box. It's nothing there. It's all brand new stuff. But they also have a code on the bottom. So this is 1 TT. We have a green one here. It's going to say 2 TT, and the red one has a 3 TT. And this one's making noise because I already opened it up because I wanted to look at what was inside. To kind of also see if it follows the same scheme, and it does. So if you buy all 3 different numbers, you will get all the pieces that there is. Supposedly, I'm assuming this, like, judging from going from our first box, this works the exact same way. And also it seems like, so, blue, don't go by color, because I did notice when I was looking, is like box number 1 came in 2 different colors. There was like a green one and a blue one, I think. And then box number 2 had a blue and red, and box 3 had a red and blue. So like each one came in different colors. So don't assume that blue is box number 1. Don't assume red is box number 3. Look at the numbers, because they did put them in multiple colors. And it's possible that each box could come in all 3 colors. So if you only wanted red boxes, maybe you could get all 3 rarities in just red. I'm not for sure on that, because I don't know if there was any missing out of the box when I grabbed them. Yeah, so check out the code. But box 1 should be your commons, box 2 should be your uncommons, and then box 3 should be your rare tokens. So if you're looking for, again, if you see like you want the full set, buy box 1, 2, and 3. If you're looking to get duplicates of the same thing, like, hey, I really love this particular piece, you can buy multiple of them. Alright, so let's look at what these actually are. So these are the community chests. It says 10 surprises inside. Collect over 25 new tokens. And the only reason it says over 25 and not 30, even though there's 3 boxes and each one has 10, which means you're getting 30 pieces, is because there's not 30 different pieces in there. Much like the other boxes, you're gonna get duplicates of the, like, you got duplicates of the houses. This one you're gonna get duplicates of the hotels. So they didn't want to put 30 new pieces because there's not 30 brand new pieces. Alright, so then to open this up, you can just kind of slide this out of there. If you'd like, well, maybe. It kind of slides out. Just loosen the end, it'll sort of slide out. If you don't really want to wreck this, it doesn't really matter. So that's what it looks like at the end. It's a little lock on the front, little handles on the side, and the Monopoly money symbol on the top. I kind of like these. Are kind of neat. A neat idea. It's a little bit better than the other boxes, because now that I get done opening these, I have a place to put all my pieces. So then we just pop this open, and there's what we got inside. So we have our booklet, which shows everything we're going to get. And we're just going to go through the first box, and then we'll review. So here's all the stuff inside. Nothing special. Alright, so we're going to get 5 different pieces on each side. I'm just going to randomly open them. And I looked at the little booklet here for the other one, but I didn't sit there and like memorize it ahead of time. So I'm not 100% sure what all of these are. I just looked at it enough to see if it was different stuff. Alright, so these ones are gold. The other ones are all silver. All the pieces were silver. These ones are all, looks like they're going to be gold. So we got the Auctioneer Gavel. That kind of represents, I would have to say, a newer feature, but maybe it was in the original game. Maybe it's just something, my family never played. Is that when you go to buy a property, you have the option, if you don't want to buy it, it gets auctioned instead. I think we always just played, if you didn't want to buy it because you didn't have money, or you didn't want that particular one for some reason, it just sat there until the next person landed on it. But I know modern games have you auction them. We got a red hotel, so now there's some hotels to go with houses, which is really good, because I was wondering, in the last one, I was like, oh, this is Series 1, hopefully Series 2, which I'm assuming this is essentially Series 2, but maybe they're going to release another Series 2 small one. I was like, oh, I hope they make some hotels, because it's kind of terrible to get only houses. Although it's kind of lucky for me is because I bought so many extra ones, because I bought a bunch of the original ones. I got another hotel. And these are all metal. Like, this isn't flimsy plastic or anything. So, like, just the inherent value of what they are, they're actually kind of worth it that way. They're not like you're getting a bunch of little plastic pieces. Yeah, I bought a bunch of, like I said, I bought 4 of the original boxes before I realized it. Then we bought, I think, 2 more, and they were both different, and that's when we realized, okay, like, I just apparently picked really badly. And then I went and I found out the code thing, which is why I wanted to show everybody. Here we got a free parking token. There we go. That's a cool token to play as. Yeah, we bought a couple more to figure out which ones. I ended up in the end buying another full set of 6 so I could make sure that what was in box 1, what was in box 2, because out of all the previous boxes that I had bought in the other, 6 I had bought, I didn't pay attention to which one was which. So I have a bunch of green houses now, which is nice, because if I decided to use these for the game, I have more than enough. Otherwise, I think if you bought it that way, you're only going to end up with, like, 6 houses. 7, maybe 8 houses. So I think the commons each came with 2, which, like, is not enough to play a game. Alright, so we have a, like, Monopoly credit card. Or giant paper money. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be, but it's a solid piece of metal. So yeah, that's where I was hoping that we get some of the hotels, but being that right now, if I only get 2 hotels in the common box, and then 1 of each of the other, I'm going to only have 5 hotels at the end. Which again isn't enough to play the game, but you can always buy a bunch more. We got a little Monopoly Man. That was one of the only other things I really didn't like about the first one. I liked that there's all these new tokens, but like so many of them were different variations of the Monopoly guy. And I'm like, okay, like where's all my cool, different, unique tokens I can play as? So we got another Monopoly guy. And this is gonna be the same. There's gonna be a bunch. Here he is, playing with his mustache. So we're gonna get a bunch more of the Monopoly guys. But I really wish, like, when they're like, here's a bunch of new tokens, they'd be like, I honestly, even if they weren't brand new, but they're like different versions of ones from like various games or something. Maybe not licensed stuff. Like I get they couldn't put like, you know, X-Men or Halo tokens in here, you know, or Marvel things, but like it could have been like other different versions of the game. Like, oh, here's a different, like, the game comes with a Scotty, like dog. Like, here's a Doberman, or here's a Bulldog. Like, different versions that way. Like, I know you can get like versions that have cats. Like, well, here's a couple. Here's a so like a little skinny cat. Here's a fat cat. Like that kind of stuff would have been neat. Here we have. What do we have here? This is like a baby carriage, and there is a crying baby in there. So this is actually neat to me. You know, it's kind of like the first sets had the train, which makes sense. They have the railroads, they have a train. Like the gavel's pretty cool, just because it's a different type of piece. The free parking's neat. I just don't need 14 different Monopoly guys. Here we have a bag of money, or like a suitcase of money. And again, this is like a neat token. Like if I'm gonna play, like someone's like, I'm gonna play the thimble, I'm gonna play the race car. You're like, I'm gonna play the briefcase of money. Cool. And I'm even saying someone might not be like, hey, I want to play as a Monopoly guy. That's awesome if you want to play as a Monopoly guy. But now I have like 20 of them. And then here's the new coins. So you have the purple one for the next donation up. So the other ones went, I think it was like 5, 10. For the original one, we had a 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. So here, we jumped from 100 up to 10,000. Alright, so that was box 1. That should have been the common ones. We're going to load all those up into our community chest. Now let's hit that box 2 TT. Oh, doesn't want to open. Or I'm just trying too hard. Yes, I grabbed one of each color. I was like, oh, if I'm going to have 3 of these, let's have different colors. Alright, let's see what this guy has. So here we got the red one, the 500,000. I should pull all these back out. Then we'll set them all up, then we can see them all at the same time. Alright, what else do we have in box number 2? Now this should be the uncommon box. And we got another hotel, which we're going to get at least one in everything. That'd be a thing. So if I only get one more, if I only have one more in this set, and I only have one in the rare, it's only gonna give me 4 of them, which is enough for like one person, probably, but not enough for everybody. Alright, so here we have a beauty contest trophy that is gold. So, I believe we had a beauty contest trophy in the last set. So now we just got a gold one. So this is first place, right? Is that what this is? First place, and I think the other one was second place. Oh, dude, this is the one I really love. We have this cool metal guy. And then the 1 pip is kind of like indented, so it kind of looks like a diamond. But yeah, this would be, if I was going to buy a second set for something, like if I was going to buy another one, so I had more hotels or I had extra set of coins or something like that, I'd like to buy that one, because I like the extra guy. Oh, dude, that's cool. We got a little for rent sale flag. So I wonder if in some of these you could maybe utilize, like, not just as your game tokens, but you could utilize in a different way, possibly. Ooh, here we have, that's definitely interesting. That's the policeman from the Go to Jail. Like, I mean, if you bought, like, a bunch of different ones of these, and you could, put tokens down for, like, oh, if this place is for rent, because, like, you have a mortgage out on it. You could put maybe that on a property, so if someone lands on it, they know it's mortgaged out. Here have the broke Mr. Pennybags. Yeah, you can do something like that, put the for rent sign on any of your any property that ends up getting mortgaged out, so everyone knows if they're just playing. There's like a quick reference, or if you're in jail, put like a token for jail on someone, just I don't know, as a reminder. There we have another Pennybag, just kind of like chain on his back, or a shovel on his back. He's breaking new ground. This is probably a picture from one of the community chests or chance. Chance cards. That's what lots of the pictures are from. Oh, that's actually cool. Again, this is a neat token. It's hollow. And these aren't gold, like, they are gold painted, but they're not actual gold. And this isn't probably, like, high metal. I mean, like, I'm squeezing this right now. Like, this is me actually forcefully squeezing this, and it's not, like, collapsing at all. So they're durable. But they're not really heavy. But, yeah, a cool safe. That'd be a neat thing to play as. And so the last thing is we'll have another coin. A gold one for 2,500. Alright. That was box number 2, so that should have been all of the uncommon. And then we'll jump into box 3. And like I said, I've already opened this one because I wanted to look at them and see what was all in here. So we'll just go through and pull some out one at a time, see what we get. So we got a go to jail sign. We have a skyscraper. Yeah, again, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. These are like different tokens that are gonna be really neat. But then of course we got another Mr. Pennybags. Here's holding the little Scotty. A little bit different. It's neat. I don't mind them. I just, would have liked other stuff. We have a money clip. Big old thick money clip. And again, I could see someone picking that, being like, dude, I'm going to be the case of money. He's like, I'm going to be the money clip. Guy's like, yeah, I'm going to be Mr. Policeman here. We got the light bulb for the electric company. And then the first set, we had Waterworks. Now you have one for each of those. And again, that could be something neat, too, if you buy enough of these. You only need one of each for those, but you could put those on the property, and then if someone buys them, they'd be like, okay, this person has that person has that, and you buy 4 of the railroads. Okay, now you can, like, as a quick visual, there we got a red hotel. Be like, oh, now I know who has the electric company, or who has, Waterworks, or who has a railroad. And that'd just be like an interesting, different thing to do. And then we have a 50,000. So we went 10, 25, and 50. So we kept doubling. Or, well, not just completely doubling. We have 2 more things. We have the last big card. The 1 million. I believe that's a million. Oh, I got 2 more in here. We got another Monopoly here. He's saluting. And then the last one, which I knew was in here, I saved it for last. We have the luxury tax ring. This is definitely interesting. A little plastic ring on there. I think it's a really neat little piece. Again, it'd be something I could see someone wanting to play as their token. It's also kind of funny because everything else is big solid metal. This thing feels kind of flimsy just because it's a light piece of product. But there's that. So if we now look at the booklet here, we have common, rare, and ultra rare. And I'm gonna guess it's kind of the thing is I think there was 8 cases in the box. I think there's a top 4 and a bottom 4. So it's probably like the top 4 are, it's probably like 3 of the top ones are probably common. There's probably like 3 uncommon and like 2 rare or something like that. So now this is the only thing I thought was kind of odd. I'm just looking at this. So we have our 3 different coins, but here they show it as red, purple, and black. And there we have like a purple, like orangish and like a greenish tint. So I don't know if they just messed up the colors on the picture or if you're supposed to get different colored ones and they messed up there. But you can see you have your different colors. So you have common, uncommon, and rare. So box 1, box 2, and box 3. And then you get the 6 money bags or penny bags. And it's the same thing. You have 2 commons, 2 uncommons, and 2 rares. And you can match them, like we got the saluting and the walking one there. You got the king and pocket one right there. So it matches up the same way the first set did. And then here we have the other pieces. We have the carriage and the auctioneer's gavel. We have the free parking. So you get all 3 in there, and you get number 4 is the bag. So there's your 4 other tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uncommon. We got those 4 there. And then rare, we got those 4. And then now this is where it gets towards, that's a little bit different because you have a common house for each one. So each one has a house no matter what. All 3 of them had your own individual. So common, rare, and ultra rare. And then now we have rare and ultra rare for these 2. And basically what would have replaced this was the extra house. So that's why we got 2 houses here. Because we got the die and the ring instead. And that is our community checklist. Oh, my tablet froze up. So yeah, if you're looking at which ones to get, actually got. So here's like the coins from the first one. You know, same exact type of thing. So yeah, I did want to get that. So yeah, we got 2 different first place beauty contests. So that's the only duplicate. One's gold, one's silver. I kind of wish this had said like second place instead. So that's the only true duplicate. We did get the Go. So we have a Go, and we have the just visiting, so now we have all 4 corners. And then you got the guy in jail to go against the policeman. And then we have, like, the bar of gold and the credit card. And then you have the waterworks to go with your electric company. And there's all the different contestants. We got all the little greenhouses, which I now have a ton of. So that's it we got. Our Monopoly surprise community chest. So now you guys know what's all in there, which, I mean, you would have bought one box, you would have found out because you have a checklist. But just like the other ones, these are not truly a mystery box. They're just individual ones in there.